with Sisanie.
All right, so today I have a very special guest with me. It's Patty Rodriguez.
Woo! Fiesta.
Okay, well, this is going to be an interesting video because I wanted to talk about co-sleeping. Mm-hmm. And originally I was going to do this video. Sometimes I just kind of go on rants and talk about different topics to essentially a video camera, and then I just post it on YouTube, and then I get reactions from people on comments and this and that. And I was gonna do this video, and then I was like, you know what? No, I need Patty in here with me because you are the queen of sleeping with your kids.
Well, I don't want to say I'm the queen, but I mean, am I the only person you know that co-sleeps with their kids?
No, I mean, well, that I know in the flesh, yes, but like I know Kourtney Kardashian does it. Well, actually, that's all I know.
Okay, so you don't know anybody.
No, because nobody in my family or friends that I know co-sleep with their kids.
It's interesting because I find that I feel that more people would co-sleep than not. But I guess I don't know.
Look here. This is why I want to bring it up because this all kind of stemmed from me on Instagram the other day, and you know how I love my
Memes.
Instagram ads. No, it wasn't even a meme.
Oh, it wasn't a meme? Wait, it was real?
It was real.
Oh my God.
So like this Instagram
I thought it was a meme.
No, this Instagram ad popped up, and it was a king size bed with guardrails on each side. So like each side of the bed and even at the foot of the bed. So it essentially made it a huge giant crib. And it was like, hey parents, this is a great way for you to sleep with your kids in a safe area.
I thought it was a meme. I thought it was a joke of just like making fun of parents who co-sleep. Like, here's a perfect bed for you.
If it was a joke, they got me because I thought it was real. Anyways, I sent it to you, and I was like,
and I laughed because I'm like, yeah, that's how I am.
Yeah, this reminds me
without
of you.
the rails around the bed.
But you've slept with Alexander since the day you brought him home from the hospital in your bed.
Do.
And he's 8.
And he's 8 years old.
Okay. So this is where I want to dissect the situation.
And I have a 3-year-old and sleep with us too.
Right. Mm-hmm. So the bed is crowded, essentially, right?
Very crowded.
But you're okay with that?
I'm okay with it. Like, I'm not I don't know. I have a very, like, I guess, what's the word? A high threshold. Like, those things don't really upset me or drive me crazy. Like, I know there's a lot of people that are like, I don't want to sleep with my baby because I don't sleep comfortably.
Right.
I'm okay with that because me wanting to make sure that that my kids are okay throughout the night, and for me that's a lot easier, feels it's a higher value than me sleeping comfortably.
Sometimes you hear that like kids get scared in the middle of the night and they like to sleep with their parents because they had a bad dream or whatever, and it's like comforting. But in this case, I feel like it's comforting for you, right?
I think
it started that way.
Well, it started, and I think it's also comforting for my kids because, I mean, they sleep really good, and I think they actually sleep longer when they're sleeping with me.
How long do they sleep until? Like on the weekends?
On the weekends, if we're all sleeping together, because sometimes Alexander, now that he's 8, he has a bunk bed.
Yeah.
And he'll sleep there. If he's in the bunk bed by himself, he'll wake up at 6:30.
Okay.
If he's in bed with me, maybe 8:15.
Interesting. Okay.
So then I think it's because maybe it's all the body being together with everybody, and it's just warm
just
and it feels good.
Yeah, and you wake up, that first initial wake up, it's like I hear Aiza and Maxon screaming in the mornings, and sometimes it's like, and then they will go back to sleep, or sometimes they won't, and it's 5:30 a.m. and it's like, what are you going to do? Okay, I guess we're getting up at 5:30, and that's just it. But maybe for you, it's like they do get up and then they realize they're with mom, or you're right there, and then they just go back to sleep because it's comforting. I can see that.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is, and that's why I'm okay with it. And I like knowing that my kids are safe at night because usually I wake up in the middle of the night and I'll just put my hand on top of them or their chest. They're breathing.
I feel like a terrible mom because I do not wake up in the middle of the night. And if it weren't for Michael, I don't know that I would ever.
So you sleep like a rock?
Like a rock, Patty. And this was my biggest fear when before I had kids. I was like, I'm going to be one of those moms that doesn't hear their kids cry. And it's sure enough.
You don't?
I don't. Like I do because sometimes Michael won't get up because he's literally just like, I have gotten up the last 3 times. Like he'll like shove me and be like, you are getting up this time. Like that's it.
And you don't hear them. You honestly don't hear them. I
swear to you, I don't, because I'll get up in the morning. I was like, whoa, it's like, that was a great night. They slept through the night. And he's like, are you joking me? Wait, I got up 4 times.
So he hears them.
Yes.
He's the one that's waking up.
He's the one that wakes up and goes in the nursery since the day we brought them home from the hospital. He's always been the one to go in and tend to them in the middle of the night, especially because he looks at it as like, well, we both get up early and go to work, but I get up a few hours earlier than he does. So he was like, I'd rather you get the rest, go to work and deal with that.
Because he gets a little bit longer sleep than you do.
He gets a little bit longer sleep and he's at work longer. So he gets more of a break from them.
Than you do.
Than I do, because I'm home at like noon or 1 o'clock. So, and I'm with him all day. Like he got home at like 7 last night and I was like tapping out. I was like, I'm like collapsing. I need you to like take over because I was at my wit's end already. But anyways, I just feel like with the co-sleeping, at least for us, maybe we would have been more attached if we had one baby.
Yeah.
I mean, with you, like you had Alexander. It's like your little tiny baby. It's like for us, like we had 2 and it was survival mode. Like
you have to figure it out.
Yeah, because I couldn't imagine sleeping with both of them in the bed. We did have them for the first like 3 or 4 months, like in the bassinet next to our beds in the room. But
it wasn't on the bed with you both.
It's never been on the bed. Only Saturday and Sunday mornings, if they wake up, if they do the 5:30 a.m. wake up or whatever.
You bring them to bed.
We'll bring them into bed with us and they'll maybe go back down for another 45 minutes. Otherwise, we'll just put cartoons on and then they watch TV in bed for a little bit. And while we sleep for like another maybe 45 minutes.
Right.
But I don't know. And I'm okay with it. And I can see both sides and seeing like, not that I'm friends with her at all, but like seeing Kourtney Kardashian do it on the show and like what they show of it. No, it's like her kids are grown now, and then she's like, eventually they just get up and they get old enough and they don't want to sleep with you anymore.
Yeah, that's Alexander exactly how he is. He eventually just and I think it's harder for me to let go of that because he's my firstborn, he's my baby.
Yeah,
I've had him like it's just, and it hurts me that he's already at that age where he no longer finds it comforting anymore to sleep with me.
Oh.
And I'm just holding on to that, and I still have little Oliver that I can have that feelings with.
Yeah.
But I admire so much that from you because I don't have that capacity, and I admire that in you to be able to allow them to be independent. I think that's essentially what it is.
Right.
Well,
thank you, but I don't know that it's a gift or anything.
I mean, because I think I'm breaking it down, and I think them co-sleeping with me has to do with me and how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
They never had the
because they were infants, so they don't have thoughts essentially.
Right, this has to do with me and my needs, and my need to feel that I'm protecting them, and my need to feel safe when they're in bed with me, meaning that I feel somehow there's so I'm self-conscious about the fact that maybe if they're away from me, I may not feel that love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or you may not hear them cry in the middle of the night.
Right?
Like,
so I admire that from you, and I think that's incredible.
Well, I mean, it's just it's a mixture of a balance, I think, because I cherish the moments of putting them to bed. That to me is like my sacred time. I sing my song, we read a book. Aiza puts her little head on my shoulder, and it's like the best thing. Or Maxon, he doesn't like to put his head on my shoulder. Sometimes I like try to force it, and I'm like, love me, and then like he'll be like, okay, fine. Love me. Like he'll give up, and he'll just be like, fine. But yeah, it's like I don't know. I love those moments, and so I cherish those because they are short. It's like as soon as like I do that, it's like 5 minutes, and then I put him to bed. And I don't see him till the next afternoon because I don't even go in there in the mornings when I get ready and go to work. So, I mean, I think it's fine. Alexander's a great kid. He's 8 years old and no crazy attachments.
Nothing yet.
He's not like he needs everything done for him.
No, not really. But I mean, if they could sleep until he's 12, I'll take it.
If they could sleep till they're 18, I'm sure you'll take it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's 12. Man, what are you going to do when they go to college? Comment below. Let me know what some parenting tips you have if you do the co-sleeping, if you don't. If you think either one of us are crazy, because I don't know.
We're not crazy. We're just good moms. We're trying to be.
You're an excellent mom.
Trying to be the best we can be.
I don't know any mom that strategically plans out a summer break for their kids as much as you do, because you don't want them to be bored and you want to make sure that they're getting educated at the same time. It's like, I remember summer when we were kids and like my parents didn't do any of this stuff. It's like, yeah, I had dance, cheer here or there, but I would forget math, and that's probably why I'm so bad at math. Like I would forget some of my stuff that you learned in school.
Well, it's because our parents didn't really have the resources and the understanding of how things work, but we do.
Yeah,
and I think because of that, we want to try our best and give our kids what we didn't have.
Exactly.
So it really comes down to that, trying to be the best we can with what we have.
There it is. Mm-hmm. Well, Patty, thank you for coming on Off Air with Sisanie.
Thank you for having me.
That's going to do it for us. So comment below. Let us know what you think. And until next time.